Hi, in this short screencast I'm going to show you how to convert between decimals, percents, and fractions. So first we're going to start off and we're going to go from decimals to percents. So decimals, and we'll change it to a percent. So let's say that we have the decimal 0.72. Then all we do to change it to a percent is we move the decimal 2 places to the right. So this would become 72%. Okay, so for example, if we had something like 0.645, that would become 64.5%. Okay, now let's say we want to go from a percentage to a decimal. This is just we're gonna take the decimal back the other way. So if we have something like 5.6%, then to change it to a decimal, we're going to move 2 places to the left. So this would give us, we put a 0 in any blank space, so 0.056. So if we had something like 53.9%, the decimal would be 0.539. Now, one way to remember which way you're moving the decimal point, whether it's to the right or to the left, if you think of the words decimal and percentage, and you think of them in, sorry, that got really messy, alphabetical order, so decimal comes before percent. Then to go from decimal to percent, you're going to move to the right, and to go from percent to decimal, you're going to move the decimal place to the left. Now we just want to take fractions, and we're actually going to first turn fractions into decimals, and now that you know how to do decimals into percents, you'll be fine. So if we have a fraction and we want to turn it into a decimal, let's say we have 5/7. Then we're going to use our calculator, and you're just going to put in your calculator 5 divided by 7, and it will give you a decimal. So, and you can write down as many decimal places as you need. So for example, 0.7143 if we round to 4 decimal places. And now we could change that into a percent if we wanted to by moving the decimal place 2 places to the right. So that would be the same as 71.43%. Okay? Now, what if we have a decimal or a percent and we want to change it into a fraction? Well, let's go ahead and do decimal into a fraction. And on your graphing calculator, this is actually very easy. Let's say you have something like 0.52 and you want to change that into a fraction. On your calculator, you're going to hit the math button, and then you can just hit number 1, which has an arrow, and then it says frac. And then you hit enter, and it's going to change it into a fraction for you. So here we get 13/25. Sorry, that really didn't write clearly. It gives you 13/25. Okay, and if you needed to change a percent to a fraction, first you would change it to a decimal, then you can put it in your calculator and change it to a fraction. Okay, so in this stats course, you're going to want to make sure that you can go between the 3 of these pretty easily.